Oh my God, it's part 2 of our call-in show. So look, last week we aired part 1 of a show where we got on Zoom. We didn't know who we were going to talk to. We just let people in one at a time, and we talked to a bunch of really awesome, cool people. And this week is part 2. So if you want to hear part 1, I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you. This week, it will make sense, even if you didn't hear last week, but I would consider it a personal favor if you went back and listened to part 1. But whether you do or not, this is part 2 of our call-in show. Enjoy, and if you want to see the video of this, and you do, especially for the ending, which is worth it, go to patreon.com/late night and now enjoy part 2 of our first ever call-in show. Here we go. Next person.
Speaking of bananas.
Oh, here we go. And there we are. Yes.
We got a gamer.
Hello.
Hello, Holly.
Hi.
Hi. How are you guys?
We're great. How are you?
Good.
Vibing.
I'm great. I have something here.
Oh, hell yes.
We got an animal.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Cosmo, he's been sitting with me
Hi, Cosmo.
for a while.
Hello, Cosmo.
Aww.
Yeah, Holly, thank you for being so patient in the waiting room here. I know it's taken forever.
That's no problem. I have nothing else to do anyway.
Great. Our dream listener, someone with nothing better to do.
Tell me about this hat, Holly. I saw it in your little icon a second ago, and I see it now.
Okay. So I got this from Value Village originally, and I embroidered this on myself.
Very
This
nice.
little mushroom here.
Very cool.
And then
love it.
my brother started putting banana stickers on it as a joke, and it just kind of kept going. So
I love that.
now I have fruit stickers on my hat. It's been going on for over a year.
How do you get them to stay on?
They just kind of stick. A lot of them have fallen off, actually. I've gotten rained on a couple times, and it's not great. But, I just keep putting them on faster than they can fall off. So
Banana a day.
That's great. Now, here's my question about the banana stickers. Do you have to purchase the banana in order for the sticker on it to be eligible for the hat? Or can you, go to the market and just start ripping stickers off?
I haven't done that. I've thought about doing it a couple times.
I would have too.
But it's mostly my friends just keep giving me banana stickers now, and I steal them from the ones in my house whenever we buy them.
Yes.
Nice.
It's dangerous to have a thing that friends know about like that, because then every time someone has a banana sticker, they're going to be like, wait a minute, I have to give this to Holly.
Yeah.
So, Holly, we've been asking everybody for one peach and one poppin'. If you have something you'd like to pop, and if you have a peach or a banana, up to you.
Yeah. So my peach or banana is that I have my last exam of grade 11 on Monday.
Nice.
And then I get to do whatever I want for 2 months, which is great.
That's fantastic. Now, I have to ask, Holly,
Yeah.
You said grade 11. Are you calling us from Canada?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Can you be slightly more specific than Canada?
If you're willing.
Ontario.
Ontario. Great. Well, that's awesome. Final
Hope that exam goes well for you.
Yeah.
Yes, it's in my favorite class. So hopefully I know everything.
I believe you do. What class is that, if you don't mind saying?
It has a weird name. It's called genocide, which is, it's just learning about genocides in history. It's very interesting. The teacher obviously loves teaching it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really nice.
Wow.
Well, it obviously is important to learn that stuff. And I would imagine might be a little bit of a bummer at times.
Yes. It can get really dark, and he allows us to leave for certain lessons in case it could be triggering. But yeah.
I remember when I was about, I can't remember if it was 11th or 12th grade, we read this book. It was an elective class called Political Theory, and we read a book called How Holocausts Happen. And I'm curious if that's been on your reading list for this book. I remember it being really eye-opening, and the teacher being like, here's the deal, guys. Once you read this, you're culpable. So if these things happen and you don't, say something and stop it, you can't be like, oh, I didn't know. Here's the playbook. Now you're learning.
Is this by Douglas V. Porpora?
I don't remember who it's by.
No, I have not heard of this book. I'll write it down and I'll read it.
I'll read
Oh,
this.
This is the one.
Damn,
Douglas
it's
V.
expensive
Porpora.
as fuck.
I think I might still have it, actually.
Can I borrow it when I babysit your child tonight?
Yes, just don't tell her about it.
No, I was going to read it to her as she falls
great.
asleep.
Yeah, great. Holly, what's your pop?
My pop is the album King Animal by Soundgarden. I've been getting into Soundgarden recently, and that is by far my favorite album.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
What's your favorite track on it?
I like Tari or Black Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of Nirvana stuff over here. What's your favorite Nirvana song?
My favorite Nirvana is actually Incesticide. It's more of just like a compilation album, but I really like it.
That's awesome. If you were to compare Nirvana or Soundgarden to the What's Poppin' theme, how would you say they compare?
I'd say the theme is much better.
I totally agree with you.
Song of all
honestly.
time.
Yeah, no, it's 100% true. I appreciate that.
I think Kurt Cobain would be proud of you, Bri.
I know he would be. His work was a crucial inspiration for me when I wrote it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Well, thank you so much for your patience in line with Brian. Holly, I hope that your genocide exam goes swimmingly and that you have a great summer and a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks, Holly.
Yeah,
it was great talking to you. Take care.
Later,
Take
Great
care.
talking to
Bye.
you too. See ya.
Bye. All right, moving on. Here we go. Next guest. And here we are, Edward. Hello.
Hi. I just jumped out my seat. I've been playing Breath of the Wild, which is the Kingdom for the last 2 hours. But whew.
Thank you for your patience. I know you've just been lingering in the waiting room for the last however long.
Of course, no worries.
So Leighton is taking a little bit of a break, but I didn't want to keep you waiting for any longer than necessary. So I thought bring you in, we could have just a little one-to-one.
Of course, no worries. Thank you very much. It's
Yeah.
very kind of you.
Where are you calling us approximately from?
I'm calling from South England currently, which it is 10:51 p.m.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a university student, so it doesn't really mean anything to me. But
No. Yeah. Well, that was one of the hopes by doing it, starting early afternoon our time, that people, on the other side of the Atlantic and perhaps further afield could actually make it work. So I'm glad this worked out for you.
Exactly.
We decided to say, sorry, if you're Australian, oh well.
I mean, you got a whole world. You can't really fit everyone in, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a 24-hour thing.
People are prepared to call it, 1 a.m. for them. That's up to them at that point.
Exactly right. They can make that decision themselves. So, Edward, we are asking everybody here to do a peach and a pop today.
I see.
And you know what they are. And I'm just going to say, what do you have for us? You can do them in any order you want.
Well, keeping with the format of the show, I'll start with the pop first.
That's
Of
great.
which,
Now, I do have to ask you before we get in here, and I've really been forgetting to ask people this during this call-in thing. What do you think of the What's Poppin' theme song?
Honestly, I love it, and I've been watching from day one, 100%.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I'm only 20 years old, and I remember being in lockdown and going, "Oh, I watch Game Grumps. There's a new podcast going on." Clicking into the, downloading a podcast and going a walk around my general area at my parents' house. And when you were doing the What's Popping bits, like in this kind of 60, 70 episodes where you were very adamant on trying to get the bit going, God, that's my favorite thing so much.
Thank you very much. That really means a lot. Yeah, I've kind of moved away from it just in the interest of mixing things up, but maybe we'll bring it back, But I really appreciate you saying that, because it was definitely one of those things that I was like, does anybody else find this funny? I love it. Does anyone think this is funny?
Well, it's the issue of, when it's your friends, people know you, it makes a bit more sense, right? If it's like, oh, they know you, that you do this sort of bits. But especially as you got a bit bigger and, had more and more guests of whom even you talked to before may not be as familiar with the show. I understand completely from that perspective of like, oh, is this as justifiable now of just making someone uncomfortable for a bit, does this really work?
100% right. Yeah. If it's like a big name guest who doesn't really know what they're getting into, do you want them to feel attacked? Like, yeah. But that means a lot. Thank you for saying that. So what's popping for you?
Not a surprising one, and I'm pretty sure you've said this one beforehand, but I got Tears of the Kingdom about 2 weeks late because I waited for my birthday for it.
Uh-huh.
And man, I'm finished with second year now, and I've just been doing nothing but play this.
That's so great. Yeah.
I've got 29 hearts. I've done everything. I'm just like, wait, I'm holding off doing the final boss fight because I just thought I might as well explore a bit more before then.
Yeah.
God.
That's awesome. I haven't even played it yet because I'm waiting for Audrey. Like, I think she wants to play it together. She actually, I think might have said this. She wants to record a Let's Play with me doing it. So I've been like holding off, but I'm very, very excited to do it. Everyone I've heard just loves it.
That sounds like a great idea for sure.
That's great.
But no, it's, well, I won't give any spoilers then, but
no, please.
My older brother had it before me. And so he'd been playing it for a week before I got it. And I'm immediately leaps and bounds ahead of him because of course he's got a job and I don't currently. So obviously that helps.
Yeah.
But whew, man, what a game. Makes the original one look like a tech demo. It's insane.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because, with Breath of the Wild, I was like, how could anything get better than this? So
exactly. Because I was playing that when I was like 14, 15. And obviously all the games before then, I wasn't really old enough to properly play a game. Like I was kind of just wandering around. So the first game I was like, oh, I can actually, get invested in this and, take some time and learn the combat, learn the lore and, get invested. Yeah. Which, when my older brother went to uni, because he's 3 years older than me, he took the Wii U with him. Oh, and then he got his own Switch and didn't give the Wii U back, which I thought was a dick move.
What? The ultimate dick move. Very uncool. And you can tell him I said that.
Exactly. So, I didn't play it. So when I got Tears of the Kingdom now, I was going, last time I played Breath of the Wild was 3.5 years ago. Mm-hmm. Like, Jesus Christ, that's insane. So I started playing and I realized very quickly, I'm shit at the combat. I'm really bad.
Yeah.
It's been a learning curve, but no, it's an incredible game.
That's awesome. I love it. What's your peach this week?
As I mentioned, I've just finished my year of university, so I've just finished second year, and I got some nice grades back, and I'm very happy with them. Obviously, these ones don't actually result in anything, but if these ones were to be my final grades, I've got pretty consistently like a first in everything.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
I'm happy with that. So, yeah.
No, you can't do better, right? That's why it's called a first.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yes, that's been great.
I love it. That's so awesome. When I was over there as a lecturer, it took me a little while to understand what all the different levels were. The grading system is a bit different than the US.
I mean, I still don't really understand it that much myself, to be honest. But,
some people grade on a curve and other people don't. And
what was the year you were last here?
2015 was the last year.
Oh, I see. So I think you got out just in time, actually.
Indeed, yeah.
We had a big shift over of obviously within politics.
Right.
I mean, with every country, there's, a lot of showboating and, performative stuff.
Sure.
So this guy called Michael Gove was appointed to be the education secretary.
The ultimate cool guy.
Oh, exactly. He's like a slug that gains sentience. It's awful.
Yeah.
But because he had this need to do something whilst he was education secretary, he completely changed how secondary schools did their grading. So I think that's 11 to 16.
Yeah.
So normally college is like similar to American. You have like A's, right. A's to F's and all that stuff, the A stars and whatever. And then uni year firsts. But that was college and that was fine. And that was the case for secondary schools as well. When you're doing your GCSEs, F's to A's, whatever. Mm-hmm. He went, actually, I'm going to make it 1 to 9 now, with 9 being the best. But they're not going to line up properly. So all it's going to do is people go 9. Oh, is that like an A star or an A star star? And people go, yeah, kinda. And that was it. It didn't change anything. It just made it more complicated. All the jobs hiring, or all the colleges, and had to adjust for that for no reason other than this guy wanted to change it from letters to numbers.
Yes,
screwed everything up. I think I was the second year in secondary school to have to deal with that shit.
Yes, and then you guys also had the weird thing during the pandemic when everyone left and they totally fucked up the grades and everyone went ape shit because it was like, what? That was a whole other fuck up I read about from afar.
A lot of it was involved within colleges around that time. Right. So I was in first year of college when university started. When I finished college, I was on their second time round of it. So it was a bit more streamlined, of which first year, so people, my friends in the year above who were finishing college, in the midst of COVID, because it was literally, an algorithm and the cool algorithm is going to look at your grades and it's going to tell you what you got. Right. But obviously it doesn't account at all for, people getting better, right?
No, of course.
People growing and improving.
Right,
and
exactly.
Some people fucking fluke has to do amazing as well, right? So
people are letting their whole uni careers ride on these grades in some cases.
Exactly.
And it's like, are we just going to fuck everybody? No, it was a disaster. It was I was just reading about it while it happened. That was well after I had left the country, but it was like, oh my, those poor folks.
In my second year, they did a mesh. It was teacher assessed grades. They had the algorithm, but also the teachers could, move those forward or backwards depending on what they thought, which I lucked out on. So I did college is 2 years. And first year, I did criminology, psychology, and maths.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like full A-level maths. And, criminology, psychology, whatever. I great those, whatever. Maths first year, I was really struggling on because I'd done well in secondary school. Like first year, I was getting Fs and Es. Like it was not good. It actually, in second year, on my first year recap test, I got a U for an unmarkable.
Oh wow!
Which it wasn't good. So then, I went, okay, this is a problem. So second year, I started, trying to be better, and you take more time to revising. Not actually paying attention. I was getting C's and maybe a B here and there, which I was very happy with. I somehow finished with an A.
Amazing.
And I legitimately emailed my teacher when I got the grades, checking if he'd made a mistake, because I hadn't got an A for the entire 2 years.
Yeah.
But he said, now you take it and run.
That's amazing. Well, look, the ultimate peach. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Edward, thank you so much for being here. It was really great to talk to you today. I appreciate you calling in.
Of course, thank you so much. Give my love to Leighton.
I will.
And hope the rest of this goes smoothly.
Yeah, me too. All right. Take care.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Yep. Bye. Okay, here we go. Moving on. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Shall I call you by your screen name here?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, Stupid Nerd Man. And I want everybody to know that is not a judgment on my part. That is the screen name of this wonderful person joining us. Approximately, and you don't have to say if you don't want, where in the world are you calling us from today?
I'm actually in Las Vegas, right next to California.
Okay, yes, indeed, right next to California. I should say Leighton is taking a little break here right now, but you've been so patient to wait for so long in this waiting room without any idea what's going on with the show, so I didn't want to keep you and the others waiting. So I've decided to just do a few one-on-one chats here.
Cool. It's really awesome to talk to you, Brian. I've been a fan of Ninja Six Party for a very long time.
Oh, and that's awesome, man. Thank you.
It's awesome to see and talk to you.
Yeah, same. I appreciate you calling in. So we are asking everybody who calls in to do a peach and a pop. So you get to talk of one of your peaches, one of your what's poppins, and they can be in any order, whatever you're feeling. And I've never said these words out loud. So Stupid Nerd Man, what do you have for me today?
What's poppin' for me? I guess would have to be just.
Well, sorry, just actually real quick sorry to interrupt you. I do have to ask you before you say your what's poppin'. What do you think of the what's poppin' theme song? Oh no, Leighton, no, come on,
No,
come on.
I've eaten my sandwich. This is the moment that I came back.
No. Yes, I say yes. So, Stupid Nerd Man, you can choose to answer my question.
What do I think of the theme song for What's Poppin'?
That's the question I asked. Yes.
It is a magnificent theme song.
Leaving.
I've never heard anything. It's far superior than any musical product I've ever heard in my life.
Wow, you are too kind. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. And now, having said that, you may continue with your poppin'.
Okay, what's poppin' for me is a game I've gotten back into, a game series called Disgaea. It's a strategy RPG, turn-based, and you get to make your own characters, but the main character is like an overlord, and he just kind of tries to take over the netherworld. It's just a really fun game for people who like strategy RPGs and stuff like that.
That's awesome. Can you spell that name, Disgaea?
Disgaea.
Disgaea. Okay, got it. That sounds cool. What are you playing it on? Is that a console or a PC or what?
I originally played it on PS2, but they've had PC ports of the first, second, and like the fourth and fifth one.
It's amazing to me. Like, this thing's been around for a while, obviously popular. I've never even heard of this. This is like a thing I have never heard of. I love it when when someone says something they love and it's like this thing that's been around forever. And it's like, those words have never crossed my ears before, as far as I know.
Oh, and the art's cute. Look at that.
It's one of those games that the fans really love it, but a lot of other people don't really know about it.
Yeah. Cool. I love it. And what's your peach this week?
Oh, my peach, I just got a promotion that I'm starting on Monday.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
That's so great.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Did you just get the promotion like a couple days ago and you started on Monday, or you've known about this for a little while?
About 3 weeks I've known about it, but
Amazing.
It starts on Monday.
That's so great.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, stupid nerd man in Las Vegas. Thank you for joining
Thank
us
you.
here on Late Night today. It's great to talk to you. And again, thanks for your patience waiting for so long.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good
Take care.
weekend. Bye.
Okay. Success.
What I miss, I wolfed a fucking half of a Jersey Mike's club sub.
You missed a lovely chat with a British person who's calling in from England.
Rats.
Yep.
Well, was it Edward, as I see in
It
the
was Edward,
chat?
yes.
All right. Edward, sorry I missed you. I was chowing down.
We had a great time. All right, moving on. All right, we have M coming in here. Hello, M.
Hi.
Hello.
M, thank you very much for your patience. I know it's been a few hours waiting here. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. A lot of walking today, but
Oh, yeah?
it's nice.
Yeah.
That's great. What part of the world are you in, M?
I am in Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville. Okay, great.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I think we haven't had any repeat locations, people calling in from the same
Oh,
place
wow.
yet, which is pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah. Your hair is beautiful.
Really
What do you-
is.
Thank
It's
you.
just amazing.
Like, what's your hair care routine? Because the volume.
Literally estrogen.
Yeah.
Genuinely, that's really all it is.
I love that.
I love
for
it.
you.
It looks great. And I love that shirt. Okay, we have to look, there's a keyboard right there. We got to ask about the keyboard. Like, what's
Right.
going on with the keyboard?
So I'm a composer. That's what I do for my job. I do composing and sound design, mostly for games, some animation and stuff too.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's great. So who are your influences sonically?
I think I usually say like Cecil Taylor to people, and not that my music sounds like that,
Mhm.
but that is stuff that gets me like so creatively energized that's
Oh, yeah.
who I
That
go
stuff's
to immediately
amazing.
when I'm asked that.
That's a great answer. Like, I feel, and not many people know Cecil Taylor either, right?
I don't know who that is.
Just a great pianist who like really made me think about the piano in completely different ways that I never would have occurred to me. So
Yeah, and I mean, famous within music for sure, like big time.
Yes.
But outside of kind of like music nerds, I don't think that's one of the better known names.
probably not.
Yeah, very cool. I love
So,
it.
M, we've been asking everybody for a peach and a poppin'. So, take it away.
Peach and Pop.
Sure. So for peaches, so there's 2 cats in my house. I think there's one back there. Yeah.
Oh, boom! Cat alert!
Wow.
I wish I had my siren.
So there's 2 cats. She is like very attached to me, and the other one does not give a shit about me ever. But my housemates left recently, and it was just me taking care of the cats. And since then, he has been like so affectionate with me, even after they came home, and it's just been like very nice and cute.
What are the
That's
cats'
great.
names?
That back there is Josie, and the other one is Jordy.
Oh,
But you don't call them Josie and the Pussycat.
I mean, there was a period of that, but you know, it's been too long now that we kind of killed it.
Yes, I think I killed it the moment I said it, to be honest. Yeah.
and M, what's poppin' for you this week?
What's poppin' is so there's
Now,
an album
actually,
from-
this is sorry. I do have a question. Sorry, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
But I do want to ask, as a composer, I value your opinion on this. What do you think of the "What's Poppin'" theme song?
I think it's great. I honestly like no notes. Honestly,
Thank you. So actually, it has a lot of notes actually in it, but not many people notice that. But no, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Em. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so what's poppin' is there's an album from 1975, a jazz album, led by Niels Henning Ørsted Petersen, who was this great Danish jazz bassist who played with like Oscar Peterson,
Everybody. Yeah.
Dexter Gordon, all kinds of people. And I think this was either his first or one of his first where he was like the leader. And it was the first time that I heard an album where it's like the bass is like really in the spotlight and he's like playing like the heads on the tracks and getting all kinds of solos and things. And like, I'd never really heard anything like that. And it's like, I am very drawn to these like lower register instruments. And that was like, oh my God, I didn't know anything out there was like this. And so that's mine.
I remember hearing him on like when I was a DJ in college, I would just pull vinyl and just play it for my show. And I remember being like, wait, people do jazz in Scandinavia? What?
Yeah.
Because there's this whole huge Scandinavian jazz scene, right? With like some really incredible musicians like him.
Mhm.
And I was a jazz student, like learning about it. I had no idea that like Danish jazz was like a whole thing,
Yeah.
as well as in Scandinavia in general. What a great player. I don't know that album at all. I'd have to listen to it.
Yeah, I recommend it for sure. It's It's very like of its time with the sounds, but I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I think it's like it's very charming to me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, Em, if people want to check out your music, do you
yes.
post it anywhere online if people want to find it?
Sure, yeah. I'm on Twitter and TikTok. I post music stuff. It's MW Gewehr, GEWEHR. And then I have music on Bandcamp. I make music under the name Million Sundays. It's millionsunday.bandcamp.com.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Right. Well, thanks for waiting in line and for chatting with us. I hope you have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. I love the show.
Thanks so much, Em. Take care. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Late night listeners are so cute.
They're the best. All right, here we go. Moving on.
Yeah.
All right. Hello.
Hi.
All right.
Hi.
Is it Lee or Lee Draws Good?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize my display name was wrong. Just Lee.
Just Lee. All right,
Yeah.
Lee. Thank you for being here. I'm
you.
sorry to keep you waiting so long. I appreciate your patience on it. We have to find a way to get people to actually like hear what's happening while they're just like waiting in the waiting room.
Yeah, we'll figure it out at some point.
Or some like highlights magazines or something would be
That
great.
you know what? That would be yes, like or just
Some
a
coloring.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to say, Lee, approximately where are you calling us from?
New York.
New York.
Nice.
Great. I love it.
I love your earrings. I love your necklace. I love
Yes,
what I've seen
look
of
at
your
you.
shirt.
Thank you.
Just great look.
Thank you so much.
Can we see the earrings? Are they lightning bolts? Is that what's going on? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're I don't know if that's showing very well, but they are
Yeah, I can
super
see
bright
it.
lightning
Yeah.
bolts.
That rules.
Oh, and I see that smudge guard. Classic.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Smudge guards are the fucking best. I'm very grateful for them.
Someone with really sweaty hands. Yeah, it's very helpful.
Yeah.
Lee, we are asking everybody for a peach and a pop, and you can take them in any order you wish.
Okay. I guess my what's poppin' is as someone who struggles
And
to watch
actually,
series.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I've been meaning to do this the whole show and I keep forgetting. I want to ask you, what do you think of the What's Poppin' theme song?
I think it's
You can be honest.
in a word, iconic.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we fucking go. I love it. All right, please continue.
Yeah. I've just started watching Trigun and Trigun Stampede, which has been fantastic. And I struggle to watch like a series all the way through, but it's an anime that like caught my attention and just like pulled me in. So I've been watching the new series and the old series. It's very fun.
I don't know this one at all. How old is the old one?
I think it came out in 98 and then ran into the early 2000s. So not too old. And then the new one came out this year.
That's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
And do you have a peach?
Yes, I have just an art related peach. I've like recently been going through some of my old projects and stuff for work and like reorganizing some stuff for a website. And I've just like been appreciating my artistic growth and my professional growth.
That's so great. It's so
That's
nice when you
awesome.
go through old projects and don't think, wow, this sucks. But you think like, hey, that's who I was.
There's a little bit of that, but it's like, wow, this sucks. And like, I don't feel like I suck so much anymore, which is great.
Well, and also this is who I was then. This is what I was making then. Like, it's not necessarily that it's worse. It's just like, hey, this is different than what I'm doing right now.
It's a step along the way.
Yeah, that's right. It's a journey.
Do you post your stuff online?
I do. Yeah. Yeah.
If people wanted to see your drawings, where would they go?
Lee Draws Good. Not to self-promote.
No, we're asking you to
We
self-promote.
just asked you to.
Yeah.
And that's LEE, right?
Yes, yeah. Actually, really early on in the show, you guys talked about one of the pieces that I made, which like was
Oh, which
mind-blowing
one?
to me. I did a mock-up of the NSP tour van that you talked about like way,
Oh,
way
yes.
back.
Yes.
That was you.
That was amazing. Yes.
Oh my God. It's super intimidating to just like pop my headphones in on the train and then be like hearing about it. I was like, oh, fuck, they saw it. Never mind.
No, I remember. That was so great. Yeah, we love that.
Oh,
for sure.
thank you.
Awesome.
Well, Lee, thank you so much for waiting and for chatting with us. I hope you have a great weekend.
Thank you. You guys too. Thanks for making this podcast. It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
We
All right,
try.
take care of yourself. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Bye.
Great. Every time I go to click remove, they hang up first. People are so polite. So
I
polite.
love it. I love politeness. It's
I
wonderful.
do too. All right, moving on. Everyone does such interesting stuff.
And from all over, too.
From all over, indeed. Hello.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Oh, there we go. Hello.
Hi.
Well, Leighton, ask the question. Ask the question
Huh?
you like to ask.
Mystery guest. Would you care to introduce yourself?
shit. Hello. My name is Mara. My pronouns are they, them. And happy to be here.
Yeah, it's great to talk to you, Mara. Thank you so much for calling, and thank you for waiting for so long.
Yes.
I'm sorry it's been hours, but
It's been a pleasure.
So Mara, where approximately are you calling from today?
I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. I love it.
It's a
Nice.
beautiful city.
There's so much great stuff in Philly. I feel like people shit on it, but there's really a lot of awesome stuff down there. I say down there only because I grew up north of it.
Totally, yeah.
But what's your favorite Philly thing?
I think my favorite Philly thing is a restaurant called Monster Vegan in Center City.
Uh-huh.
It is a horror-themed vegan restaurant. They've got like black and white horror movies like projected onto the walls.
Amazing.
Sick.
Great food, great drinks, and it's just a fun vibe.
That rules. I don't know that place at all, but that sounds fantastic. So, Mara, we're asking everyone to do one peach and one pop today. And you can do them in any order you want and hit us at your leisure.
Sure. Well, my peach is that I finally found a guitar amp. I have been plugging into an audio interface and going through my DAWs, they're fine, but they're not a real amp.
Uh-huh.
So it was like $90, and I won't say it sounds good, but I will say I love the sound of it.
It's so weird with amps. Like sometimes the best amps are the worst amps, right? Like sometimes you
Right.
just want crunch and like some old piece of shit, and it just sounds amazing.
Oh, this crunch is all right.
That's so great. Well, congratulations. Where did you find it?
Yeah, I forget the name of the store. My partner was just like, hey, impromptu, like, hey, I'm going to go get my eyebrows threaded. This is 5 minutes. Just walk around. Don't go somewhere and spend an inordinate amount of money on something. And
Hell yeah.
so I did.
Awesome.
That rules. And what's popping for you, Mara?
What's popping for me is
And I should
a show
ask,
on
I'm so sorry to delay your answer, but I do want to ask just before you do that, what do you think of the What's Poppin' theme song?
As far as podcast theme songs go,
I like the qualification,
it is
yes.
absolutely incredible.
There we go. Look at that.
And without that qualification, absolutely incredible.
Oh, perfect. Even better.
Life-changing.
Life-changing. That's right.
I hope I get to hear it someday.
Someday. If you keep listening long enough, you might just yet.
All right, Mara, what's popping?
What's popping for me is a show on HBO called Legendary.
Oh,
it is
I don't know
a
this.
ballroom competition show. And it is just a joy to watch. It's got amazing performances, some, reality TV shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. I love
But
shenanigans.
it's a great time and such a just beautiful art form, and I love it.
Amazing. Okay.
Neat.
We got to check it out. You can see that on like streaming, Max, all that.
Yep.
Great. Well, Mara, thank you so much for calling us today. We appreciate you waiting around so long, and it was great to talk to you.
Thank you for having me. It was great talking to you too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
have a great weekend.
Right. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Great. Everyone is so nice. Moving on. We got Ampersand here.
Oh,
Hello, Ampersand.
hi, Ampersand.
Buongiorno. I just got a
Hello.
bunch of pretzels.
Perfect timing.
How's it going?
It is going well. It is good to be here, y'alls.
Yeah. Thank you for waiting so long to talk to us. I'm sorry it took forever.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
Your eyeliner looks great. How's
Yes.
your Tamagotchi tattoo treating you?
It is doing very well.
Wow.
And then I got another one from the amazing Aspen.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Very cool. I
Is
love
that a
it.
mongoose?
It is a weasel.
Aha, okay.
Technically, it is a least weasel, which is the smallest predator mammal or smallest carnivorous mammal. It's called the least
Hold on. I'm going to
weasel
look this
because
up
it is
right
the
now.
smallest weasel.
Least
Aw.
weasel.
I like that.
Oh, look at this little fucker. What? This
Okay.
rules.
Now I have to Google.
No,
it.
you really do, because it's
Oh
maybe
my
the cutest
God.
thing I've ever
It's
seen.
so little.
It's pretty much to scale.
That is bananas.
This might actually be bigger than they are.
They're so tiny.
Yeah. I like
Look at
weasels a
'em.
lot. Like the whole gambit from least weasel to Wolverines.
To most weasel.
Yeah, Wolverine, aka
Yeah, most weasel. You can call it most weasel, sure.
Well, but the question is it that or the giant river otter?
Oh, baby weasel playtime.
That whole thing, it's because there are things that are called weasels that are as related to each other as some weasels and otters. So they're all the same thing.
You realize now when I show this to Audrey, she's going to lose her fucking mind.
I would too if I was a little girl.
Dude, I'm watching a video of a guy playing with a baby weasel and it's so cute.
Living in California my whole life, it's like the one thing I've always been upset about is that you can't own a ferret here. And it's a lot of work and stuff, but the fact that I can't is a big bummer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. Now, Ampersand, we are asking people to do a peach and a pop when during this conversation. And you can do them in any order you like. And you can go for them whenever you want.
Yeah. Well, peach first, just because it's on my mind. AX is next week.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's coming up. I haven't been to a convention in like ages.
Mm-hmm. I wonder why. Was there some reason to not go out to where large groups of people gather?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
It's like how up until like a weekend or two ago, I hadn't been in a mosh pit. And also you realize that not doing that for a long time, but kind of you realize how out of shape you are.
Yeah.
Nature is healing.
I have never been in a mosh pit. Leighton, have you ever been in a mosh pit?
No.
Have you been in any kind of pit?
I've been in an existential pit, in a depression pit.
But not a physical pit. I guess I don't think have I been in a pit? I don't know.
My family is like a bunch of old school punkers.
Awesome.
But anyways, with AX coming up, I'm excited. I've never really done cosplay much, but I do have some stuff set up.
Hell yeah.
Somebody who's already spoken here today, Sparks. Hi, Sparky. She kind of always has helped me with stuff just because I like crafting and stuff. Cool. But it's nothing major. It's just like a little jester costume from like a game, Darkest Dungeons, which unrelated. Awesome. Good game. It's weird. If you like Eldritch horror, that's literally the plot. So, I put that together and it's nice. And like I said, it's just nice to be able to go somewhere and my friend's coming from out of town.
That's fantastic.
We went to high school together and he was the guy who I went to the first Leighton night with.
Oh, nice.
And the second Leighton night with. But he's in San Francisco now because he's school. He's going to be a vet. I'm very proud of him. But he's like away all the time. So it's like very nice to have AX coming because I'm going to have my friend and I get to go to a con, which again, I haven't done in a while, like for that reason, but also just I haven't really had a real reason otherwise, even kind of before then. So it had kind of been falling off. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to just kind of be somewhere because I really like looking at all the art and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it in Anaheim? Is that where it is? I can't remember.
I believe it's LA.
LA. Okay.
Yeah, it's like LA proper. Have you been to AX, Brian?
No, I never have actually. Every year I know people that are going and doing booths and stuff, but I've never gone myself.
I'm pretty sure it's in the Staples Center. And I'm not going to call it the other thing ever.
Right. Yes.
It's the Staples Center.
Great.
Or where the Lakers play.
Yeah.
I think they changed the name of the Sears Tower too. It's like,
that's what it is. Yeah. That's why every time you go, you bring a couple staples and you just leave them on the ground. And then eventually, if we all do it, there'll be enough staples that they have to change the name back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a law, actually.
Oh, no, it is a law. I passed it myself when I was mayor. What is poppin' for you?
Poppin'?
And before we get to that, just real quick, I need to hear, if you don't mind, your opinion of the What's Poppin' theme song.
Okay. I like the part where you're like, and it's like, oh,
that's
wow. But then
too.
There's that other part that's not so good. It's like,
the part where Leighton says, "What's poppin'?" Is that the part you're talking about?
Maybe it's the parts where she isn't actually, and everything around it is kind of, could use some work. But Leighton, you did great. Good job on your song that you made, Leighton.
Great.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I try.
Yeah. Well, opinion received. That's what I'll say. Opinion received.
So proud of Leighton for her song. But what I went with is it's a manga series It's called Delicious in Dungeons. It's very cute. Apparently, it's getting a show, like an anime,
Oh,
and
cool.
it's done by Trigger, which if you know anything about
Nice.
animation studios, that's the one
That's
that's
the good
like
one, huh?
everybody's like,
Yeah.
oh hell yeah, Trigger. But I've been reading the books, and it's a pretty short series too. It's like I think 11, maybe there's going to be a 12th volume, but I doubt it. But it's just real cute. It's Delicious in Dungeons. It's a cooking themed story. Literally, they're in like a Dungeons and Dragons style, like dungeon crawl world.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go in, you get hungry, and they decide we're going to eat the monsters. And it's kind of just like, there is a plot, but the plot is kind of like just a way to be like, here we are, look at it. And there's a really nice world building. It's really interesting. And I think the art is just lovely. There's a lot of little walking mushrooms and stuff like that. The artist, she is very, very
Cool.
good. And that is my What's Poppin'. A shout out to Delicious in Dungeons.
I love it.
Amazing. Ampersand, thank you so much for your patience and for chatting with us. It's really
Yes.
good to
Great
see you
See
again.
you guys again. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Please take care. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.
You as well.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't get over the least weasel.
It's fucking awesome, is what it is.
So little. It's like worm on a string, but real.
It may be
Look
the
at
cutest
him.
thing I've ever seen.
He's running around. The toys are bigger than he. Oh, there he goes.
It's
Oh,
fucking
he's trying
rad.
so hard.
Large total population, so they're not even endangered. Sometimes things that cute are endangered, and I'm glad to see they're not. All right, moving on. Hello, Andrew.
Yes, let's go. How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
I am great. Have you ever gotten the sensation that you're like really, really nervous and you need to go to the bathroom?
All the
Yes.
time.
I have peed 5 times in the last 2 hours. That's never happened to me before. 5 times.
Hey, we like people to be hydrated.
That's right.
I'm drinking a sparkling liquid death,
Oh, very nice.
and it is going straight through me. I don't think I'm absorbing anything from this.
Thank you for waiting so long. I'm sorry it's taken forever.
No, you got plenty of people to talk to. How many people showed up? I couldn't tell.
It's hard to say total because people have been dipping in and out, but it's like 40 or 50, I think, total, which is great. I mean, it's more
That's
than we're
huge.
going to be able to get to, unfortunately, in the time. I think, we'll end up talking to like 25 people or so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, where about are you calling us from?
I am in very, very cool and interesting Ohio.
Ohio. Actually,
Nice.
our first caller today from Ohio.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I represent the entire state.
Yeah.
We have corn and bad people.
But some good people such as yourself as well.
Well, I do my best. I try. I do try.
Here's something that has always freaked me out about Ohio is chili culture in Cincinnati specifically. Like, I hear a lot about it, and then I read what's in the chili, and I'm like, I would definitely hate that. And it's served over spaghetti, I believe, a lot of the time.
I don't know about that. I haven't heard that before.
Is that not true? Okay, I may be wrong. I'm
I
not.
don't live near the area, so that could be possible. I don't like that either way. I'm going to stay away from that.
Hold on. Now I have to verify that what I'm saying is correct. Cincinnati chili. Maybe it's just the fact that the cheese is shredded, used as a topping for spaghetti or hot dogs. And surely when something can be put on spaghetti or hot dogs, you've got a winner.
Yeah, truly.
So, Andrew, we are asking everybody to do a peach and a pop, and
Yes.
you can hit us whenever you're ready.
Okay. I think for my what's poppin', I'm going to do
Now, I should say, and I keep forgetting to do this, and I should apologize to the other callers. I do want to hear your opinion of the theme song, the What's Poppin' theme song that we use on the podcast.
the theme song. I haven't heard it. Is there a way that you could play it perhaps?
There's unfortunately not. No, I would love to be able to do that for you, but unfortunately I can't do that.
Well, maybe someday you'll hear it.
I hope so. I mean, if it's done by you, I'm assuming it's going to be stellar. Most of your stuff is stellar, so
Most.
I would say it's good.
Most.
Great. I love it. Great. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear what the exceptions are, but we don't have time to get into it, unfortunately.
I'll complain
so-
on Twitter. It's fine.
Great. Perfect. Yes, that's the way to do it.
That's what it's
Everyone
for.
loves negative feedback on Twitter.
Yes.
So yes, please. What's poppin', Andrew?
My what's poppin', I'm assuming people have probably talked about it already. It's been talked about on the show, but I can't stop playing Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
We've had only one person mentioned it.
Only
so
one.
far today.
Okay.
Yeah. But tell us what you love about it. Yeah, please.
Yeah, it's just really, really exciting going back to this world that I've I got the first game when it came out. I was a completely different person. I was still living, with my parents. I've since 100% completed the game, the original, by the way. Moved out. I'm doing my own stuff as an adult. I've got my own job. I'm doing things. And it's so cool to revisit this land that I'm very familiar with. Time has passed just like in the real world.
Mhm.
And it's cool to revisit these things, see how these characters are doing, kind of going through Hyrule, kind of checking off your lists, getting your light roots, your shrines, making silly little vehicles. It's just I've played it for 160 hours. It's a blast.
That's great.
Very good.
I love it.
And what's your peach?
My peach, my peachy peach. I stream on Twitch, and I never done any like fundraising, so I decided with some friends of mine to raise money for the Trevor Project this month for Pride Month. And I think that has just been really, really fun itself. I think I alone have got like $80. The group total has gotten I think over like $350.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's really cool just to be using this platform that I use for like shit posts or whatever, and use it for good. Do something nice with it. So
That's fantastic.
That's been really cool.
I love
that. If
Yeah.
people want to watch your stream or donate, where can they go?
You can catch me live at twitch.tv/State of Crisis.
That's awesome.
I love it. And I love your headphones. I love your room. And I especially love your shirt. Thank you so much for joining us
there
today.
it is. It's a
Thank
great
you for
shirt.
having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Good talking to you, Andrew. Have a great day.
You guys have a good one.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
I want a total listener count on Kitty headphones.
Yeah, it's
'Cause-
probably higher than we think. It's great. I
Late
love
night-
it. I love it so
Late
much.
night listeners exclusively are Kitty headphones users, and I fucking love it.
Mhm.
I've been thinking about getting little horns for my
Oh, you should. I think that would be
ripped
a
up.
good look.
because I've had these forever, and I'm like, this shit is all
Oh,
like
yeah. It's all
coming off.
Yep. Nothing quite as disgusting as a really janky, earified pair of headphones with when the shit starts flaking off on it.
Oh yeah, like I love the color of these, but they like discontinued this line of headphones. They had like a neon yellow one and hot pink ones, and
I have an insane idea.
huh?
There's an admit all button that's just hovering right here.
I mean,
It's going to be chaos, right?
but they're not all turned on, right?
I kind of just want to see what happens here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to click admit all.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask them to all turn on and talk at the same time.
Jesus Christ.
What do you think?
I am become death, destroyer of worlds.
The grand experiment. Let's do it. Admit all. Here we go. Are you ready?
No, I'm not.
Should I not do this?
I think you should do it because it'll be funny.
Yeah, here we go. Bam.
Holy shit. Oh, God.
Everybody's coming in.
Oh, God.
Okay. Great. This is great.
Brian, what have you done?
I don't know. I'm admitting everybody here. Look at everybody. Okay. We're running out of time, so I decided to mass admit people. I'm just going to click everybody ask to unmute. Hello. This is going to be a complete clusterfuck, and I love it so much. Hello, everybody.
Brian was just like, there's an admit all button. Should I press it?
And I decided to press it. Hello, everybody. Sorry, we were running short on time. We couldn't talk to everybody individually. Let's see. I can still ask people to unmute. Here we go. I have no idea how this is going to work.
It's so nice to see everybody's faces
This
together.
rules.
This
Wait,
is so precious.
We have like 20 people that are coming in here. Look at this. This rules. We should have done this from the beginning. It would have been chaos.
Yeah. It turns out it takes a really long time to talk to a bunch of people individually. And you all are such troopers for sticking with it. So thank you.
This is really making my day, seeing it all. This is so great.
This is dope.
How many people have animals?
Oh, my
got a
cat's
cat.
underneath my bed, actually.
Yeah, if you have
It's
an-
being held though.
If you have an animal, hold it up right now, please.
I got two of the things.
Wow.
This is so great. Okay, now I didn't think this through. I don't know how to handle this many
Classic.
people online.
PhD.
Yeah, we just yeah, exactly. So first of all, thank you all for your patience. I'm sorry you've been waiting here for like 2.5 to 3 hours without even being able to hear what's going on the show. We have to figure that out. I recognize it's a problem. I admit it's a problem. We're looking for solutions. But I did want to thank you all just for hanging out and taking your Saturday to be here with us. Can I see, because it'll be chaos if everybody talks at once. Do we have anyone calling us from like Europe, UK here? Any hands?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Bobby.
Everybody else leave.
Yes. Yeah. Because it's especially late there. Bobby, where are you calling from?
From Glasgow, UK.
Yes. Hello. That's amazing.
Hi.
I'm sorry. It's not super late, right? We're pushing midnight, probably.
Yeah,
right?
coming up to midnight. That's right.
That's great. Well, thank you for taking your entire evening to call us. Anyone else from abroad over here?
Kinda. I'm in Canada, so
Valid.
that's
no.
pretty broad.
Same.
It doesn't really count.
Canada does not count. I'm so sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
in Canada, but I'm from Brazil. if
That
it
great. That
counts.
counts. That counts. So I do want to hear, and everybody can talk at once. You know what most professionals don't do is operate the board while they're hosting. But
I gotta say, Brian, you've done a pretty good job so far.
Well, thank you. That's the nicest thing you've actually ever said
for
to me.
once.
It adds character.
Yeah, I like to think it does as well. So you can all talk at once here. I've been forgetting to ask people this, but I really want to hear. What do you all think of the "What's Poppin'" theme song?
I've never heard it.
Yeah, I wish I could hear it.
Objectively good.
Greatest composition
Is that a
of all
segment?
time.
I didn't know there was a theme song.
Yeah,
Does
a
it
lot
go
of,
here?
It would go around here. Yep, that's right. We would put it
It's
right about.
always like
right about
muted
now.
when I listen.
Yeah.
I've only ever heard of Peaches and Lemons. I've never heard of this What's Poppin'.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I think maybe we need to expand the introduction for it on the show.
No, I know
it's
the
not
segment.
coming through.
I know the segment.
You just don't know the theme song.
Just know the
Just
bit.
the theme.
Yeah.
All right.
Could
Yeah.
you actually tell us about the history of?
Someone's saying you want to know the history of what's pop. I'd be happy to go into that.
No.
Pop culture was invented.
Everybody leave.
Yeah.
No.
Could we all do a peach at once?
Yes, I love that idea. Let's
Okay.
do it. So do not wait for other people. Layden, do you want to kick this off?
All right. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. And you'll all go on go. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Always in the whole
Peach is really just been enjoying
Feels like
TV with my girlfriend a lot lately. We watch a bunch of shows. It's just fun to riff off what you're watching, just have a great time. But it's fun when you're watching something with someone who has like a similar sense of humor to you. You know, it's kind of like,
It's gonna be a really good day.
on this call almost.
We'll have a lot of fun.
Or listening to a podcast or something like that. So that's my
decoration to like show how you are.
And they
It's
totally
really nice.
crushed it. The crowd was like super into him.
That was fucking awesome. That may be the greatest thing we've ever done on this show.
Legitimately, I'm like kind of moved to tears a little bit. First, like the chorus of just positive things is really nice.
How
It
did we
is.
all stop at the same time?
You all are so well behaved
good
and
timing.
coordinated.
That was
You're all
crazy.
cute. You're all in cute rooms.
Everyone
Just-
looks great.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this show. I can't think of a better way to end this call-in episode than I have another request of all of you.
Oh,
And we're going to do a 3, 2, 1, go. And can we all say stay safe, come hard?
oh, there we go.
yeah.
I love that. I
yes.
love that.
Absolutely.
All right. So we'll do that and we'll do it like on the show and then we'll all say
And you
bye
and I
wave
are
and
going to say
that'll
it too, right? We all have to say it at the same time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, great.
All right. Are we ready?
So it's three. Wait, is it 3, 2, 1, and then we say it?
Don't fucking do
No,
this.
I'm not doing the
We
bit.
have guests.
I'm
We have
legitimately
company.
asking. I'm legitimately asking because I don't want to screw it up.
So I'm going to do like 3, 2, 1, go. And then we will all say stay safe, come hard.
Yeah, no, but this is my question. Do we say it when you say go, or we say it after you say go?
How about
Valid.
we just feel it out? Let's
No,
figure
this
it
is
out.
this is a legitimate question. Everyone has to be with me on this. That's a legitimate question, right?
I mean, we did pretty
That's
well.
valid.
before.
Sure. Let's go.
We don't want to have a premature come.
Thank you. That's exactly right.
Because it's hard.
Why don't we do 3, 2, 1, come, and then we say it. on the
Okay.
on the implied
All right.
cum. Okay.
Kind of a group
Brian, you're so
ejaculation.
desperate.
Yeah.
This is we're all charging our JO crystals together.
That's right.
Brian,
yes.
You lead it. It only feels right since you want to.
Okay. So it's going to be 3, 2, 1, and then after 1, we will all stay safe. Come on. Okay. Here we go.
All right.
Sorry, I just got to take a drink real quick.
Is that piss?
Thank you for asking. That's right. It is piss. This is nice hot piss.
Hell yeah.
Which I've
Nice.
I like mine ice.
I dipped into my stash for this one, and by that I mean my mustache.
Is it warm because it's fresh, or did you actually like heat it up on the stove before you brought it into the?
Both. The answer is both. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Stay safe. Come hard. Yes.
Yay!
We did it, everybody.
Bye. That's the end of the episode.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
That's the end of the episode.
Bye.
Join us for the next call-in.
Thank you.
Leighton Night is produced by Brian Wecht, Leighton Gray, and Jarek Centeno. Follow us on Twitter at Leighton Night, on Instagram at Leighton_Night, or email us at leightonnight@gmail.com.